darling heart, and welcome to the Drink Less, Live Better podcast. This is the podcast that helps you to see that drinking less doesn't need to be stressful, lonely or boring. I'm your host, Sarah Williamson, and I decided to have a year alcohol-free as a little life experiment and haven't looked back. With my experience and training, I now help other people with their alcohol-free or drink less adventures. You can find out more and sign up to my 5-day Drink Less challenge at drinklesslivebetter.com. I'm here to tell you that you can relax, connect and have fun without alcohol in your life. Join me here each week to find out how. Alone or lonely? Here we all are, navigating friendships and connections as adults. We might have thought it would be easier as we grew up. Maybe we were wrong about that. I had a friend a few years ago who took up a lot of my emotional time and energy. She was fun. We lived in the same road, had kids a similar age, and lots of other things in common. One day, when I mentioned I'd bumped into a potential new friend in the park, she said to me, "Sarah, you are fully booked for friends. You've got old university friends, work colleague friends, school mum friends and me. That is enough. You will spread yourself too thinly if you go making more friends. You don't need this new person in your life." And I said, "Oh, okay." And so I didn't pursue that friendship, and I thought I was fully booked for friends. It turns out that friend was wrong about that, and actually about quite a few other things, and perhaps that's a story for another day. In the last 4 years, I've made some of my best friends in some really surprising and also not surprising ways. I have a day out with a particular new friend about every 3 months. We chat on the phone approximately every other week and ping messages back and forth. I met her in 2020 by sending her a DM in an online group saying, "Hey, I see from your profile pic you've got a border terrier. Me too. Aren't they the best?" I can't imagine not having her in my life, and I couldn't be more grateful to past me for sending a random and seemingly stalkerish message over the internet. It was brave, and I could have been rejected, but I wasn't. And it was so worth that risk. I met another new friend doing a coaching course in 2021 and see her for a regular meetup. I met a great friend who lives on the other side of the planet in an online community. We meet at the start of every month for a catch-up call. I didn't use social media before 2018, so the last few years have been a learning curve in navigating what is and isn't socially acceptable. It's a bit like dating, I suppose, only it's do you want to be friends instead of anything else. I've really deepened a few old friendships and have let a couple slide. One of the things I struggle with at the moment is that I want depth in a friendship. I want to listen really hard to what someone is telling me and be listened to in return. I want security in that relationship. I want to know I'm a priority to them, and I want to return that feeling of safety. I guess letting a couple of friendships slide has meant I've been able to give others more time and space. I volunteer on a Tuesday morning with a refugee group. The lady who runs it is in her 80s, and I count her as a proper unexpected surprise of a friend. She always has time, energy, and wise counsel for me. Actually, saying this out loud makes me remember I have a couple of older friends, and I really do value them for always feeling like they can give me time. I have 3 ex-colleague friends, each from different jobs I had in the past. They are all delighted when I call them or we get together for a coffee. A friend messaged recently about meeting up and started the message with, "I know we're all busy, but blah blah," and the message went on. And I messaged back, "I'm not too busy. I'm never too busy. I have work to do and a family to think of, but I want to be in fun friendships with people I love, and I will never be too busy for that. It's easy to think we're all too flipping busy, and we're not. If we're not here for the relationships, the fun, the connection, the creativity, the kindness, the trust and the joy, then what the heck are we here for? I used to rely quite heavily on quite a large girl group of mums for connection, entertainment, and probably validation. We all had kids a similar age, all lived near each other, and are all from similar backgrounds. For a selection of reasons, some of which could be, I decided to choose to stop drinking in 2019. We all grew up a bit. COVID. Our kids' friendships moved in different directions. Our work patterns shifted. The truth that some things just changed. I'm able to reflect now and say things have changed for the better for me, but I don't think they've changed for the better for us as a group. We've become disconnected. We are finding ourselves enjoying different hobbies as we explore the free time having teenagers has brought us, and I don't need the external validation of knowing I have a huge group of girlfriends behind or with me. I recognise that having people to talk to about my interests matters a lot to me. I recognise that my self-worth is not tied up in big nights out. This all leads to me having mini moments of feeling isolated and or perhaps lonely, and I absolutely do not like admitting to feeling lonely. Lonely sounds like being a loser. It's okay, I'm not really feeling like that, and I do not think of myself as a loser. I think I am becoming more and more comfortable in recognising my slightly alternative, different, outlier, rebel nature. Anyhow, this is all to say, I think this. The isolation I sometimes feel is needed. I get space, peace of mind, an opportunity to deeply think about what I want and how I'm going to take aligned action and move forward. I don't fear being lonely because I get to meet me there. I get to think, feel and choose my behaviour in this slightly quieter place, and that is just what I need right now. So, dear friend, alone, lonely, isolated, peaceful, calm or connected, it's all okay. Whatever your experience and how you choose to see it right now, it's all okay. You are okay. Thank you for listening in today. You can check out the show notes on this or any other episode. You'll see the link to a hidden podcast episode to help you with your 5 p.m. cravings, and you'll be able to read about my one-to-one coaching program. Please come back again next week, and P.S. I believe in you.